Welcome back to The Explainer. Today, we're tackling something that's literally on the mind of every single executive and business leader out there right now. But let's be real, it's a topic riddled with confusion and honestly, a lot of misplaced confidence. We're going to benchmark true AI adoption in your organization. We're cutting through the noise to look at where you actually stand. Okay, let's dive right into this.
Think about this for a second. If a board member, an investor, a key stakeholder stopped you right now and asked, hey, how mature is our company's AI adoption? Could you actually give them a concrete, evidence-based answer? For the vast majority of leaders watching this, the honest answer is a resounding no. And there's a very specific structural reason for that failure to answer accurately.
Which brings us to Section 1, Activity versus Maturity, Defining Your Progress. The hard truth here is that most leaders absolutely fail to answer that maturity question because they're confusing mere activity with actual maturity.
Now, what's really interesting about this slide is the clear line it draws between just doing things and doing the right things. Simply adopting tools, like say, rolling out some flashy new internal chatbot or giving a handful of teams premium software licenses. That doesn't mean your organization is mature. That's just AI activity. Activity is scattered. Maturity? Well, that involves a centralized strategy, clear measurement, and real accountability. Having a chatbot doesn't mean you've crossed the finish line. In fact, it means you've merely arrived at stage 1.
Let's move on to Section 2, the 4 stages, mapping AI evolution. Every single organization has to move through a progressive path, and you simply cannot fake your way to the end.
Let's look at this roadmap and see how this builds. This is the macro-level overview of the 4 sequential stages of AI maturity: experimentation, integration, transformation, and finally, the competitive moat. Everyone starts on the left, and obviously the ultimate goal is to reach the right. But that journey in between, that's where the real work happens. So let's break down exactly what each of these stages actually looks like on the ground. We kick things off with Stage 1, experimentation. Out in the wild, this looks like scattered pilots across different departments. You've got individual employees just kind of taking the initiative, trying out new tools to speed up their day. Maybe one person is using ChatGPT to draft emails, somebody else is testing an AI design generator. But here's the catch. There is zero central strategy uniting these efforts and absolutely no formal measurement of success. And the truly uncomfortable reality is that the vast majority of companies today are sitting right here. They are stuck in Stage 1. And stuck is absolutely the right word, because without a strategy, you just can't build any real momentum. Okay, that brings us to Stage 2. Integration. This is basically where AI grows up in your company. Instead of those scattered one-off experiments, AI actually gets embedded directly into specific daily workflows. We're talking about formally integrating it into your customer support pipelines, your content creation systems, or heavy data analysis. Crucially, this stage is defined by formalization. AI finally gets an official budget line in your financial planning, and, this is a big one, somebody has been designated to actually own the outcome. It's no longer just a weekend hobby. It's a real, measurable business function. Now, if you manage to successfully navigate integration, you hit Stage 3, transformation. This is where things get truly disruptive, but in the best way possible. AI stops being this shiny feature that you just bolt onto your old legacy processes. Instead, the tech actually begins to redesign those processes from the ground up. Because the work changes so drastically, you start seeing deep structural shifts. Your org charts shift, decision rights migrate to totally different parts of the company, and brand new roles pop up that literally didn't exist a year ago. The very DNA of the business is transforming. And this brilliantly illustrates our final destination, Stage 4, the competitive moat. At this absolute peak level of maturity, your AI capability itself becomes the core reason customers choose you over anyone else in the market. It becomes an uncopyable advantage. Your proprietary data, those deeply integrated workflows we talked about, your custom models, they all compound on one another. It creates a system so unique and deeply embedded that your competitors simply cannot replicate it. Honestly, no matter how much cash they throw at off-the-shelf tools, they can't touch you.
Now for the uncomfortable part. Getting to that moat sounds amazing, right? But we really need to talk about Section 3, the skipping trap. Don't rush the stages. In the race to be an industry leader, executives fall into this highly destructive pitfall all the time.
Leaders see the massive promise of Stage 4, and naturally they want it yesterday. But jumping straight to attempting a competitive moat, completely bypassing the hard, disciplined work of Stage 2 integration, is exactly why so many highly publicized AI initiatives just completely collapse. You literally cannot shortcut this evolution.
I want to let this rule sink in for a second. You can't build a moat on a foundation you haven't integrated yet.
So the crucial point is that bypassing that foundational integration step, where you assign real budgets, establish clear ownership, and actually embed tools into workflows, leaves you building a super sophisticated strategy on thin air. When the pressure tests come, and they will, the whole thing falls apart like a house of cards.
All right, bringing us to Section 4, Test Your Stage. I want you to treat this as a literal diagnostic test for your own organization. Let's figure out your true AI stage, right here, right now.
I want you to mentally answer these 3 questions for your business. Really take a moment to think about them. Number 1, is your AI use officially documented and owned by a specific leader, or is it just happening informally in the shadows? Number 2, can you point to even one single business process that got measurably faster or cheaper because of your AI adoption? And number 3, pay really close attention to this one. If you removed all your AI tools tomorrow, would anything mission-critical in your company actually break?
So, here's your reality check. If the answer to that last question is no, if removing AI tomorrow wouldn't break anything mission-critical, then you are absolutely still in stage 1. It does not matter how many shiny new tools you've adopted or how many software subscriptions you're paying for. Lacking that mission-critical integration means you are still just experimenting, period. The biggest takeaway here is this. Your immediate goal shouldn't be some frantic rush to reach stage 4. The goal right now is to accurately benchmark your baseline. You need to know exactly where you stand today. Because, well, it's only when you know your true starting point that you can ensure your investments are actually purposeful and not just throwing spaghetti at the wall.
I want to leave you with this critical, provocative thought to evaluate before you authorize your next budget. Take a hard look at your strategy and ask yourself, will your next AI investment actually move your company up one deliberate stage on the maturity curve, or are you just spending a ton of money to move sideways into a wider pile of stage 1 experiences?
Answering that honestly is going to change the entire trajectory of your business. But once you do know your true stage, a massive hurdle awaits you. How do you actually execute? In our next explainer, we're going to tackle the ultimate dilemma, whether to build, buy, or partner for your AI solutions. Until then, ask yourself, are you building a genuine moat or just paying for the illusion of one? Catch you next time.